That was Todd Cantamesa with the United States probation. Uh, After having called my wife and explained that it was quite urgent that he speak with me because, sorry, I'm screwing the phone. Very urgent that he speak with me because I've made an unauthorized departure today between 9:30 and 10 something. As you can see, that is not unauthorized departure. It is today is Monday. It is it's the I don't know what the date shows on the phone here. I'll get the date to show here in a second. It's Monday. It is absolutely authorized departure. Let's see where the calendar app is. Not familiar with this phone. I just got it. Where is the calendar? Such a crappy phone. I can hardly see it with a glare. Does it have a calendar? Okay, there we are. So there's a calendar. Get the date here. It is Monday. So today's date. Focus here, camera. It's Monday the 1st. So I'll see if I can get a month view. Now I try to get here. Yeah, so it's the 1st. Again, yeah, I get a call from probation, and Todd Cantamesa calls my wife, calls me, urgent, I must contact him. It's very stressful, very, very stressful, I got to tell you. I'm thinking, what on earth are these people, got going on here? I don't understand why I'm getting these urgent calls. My understanding of the program was they would call me if there was an issue. Well, he tells me that I made an unauthorized departure between 9:30 approximately and 10 something a.m. And as you can see, it is not an unauthorized departure. It's actually right there on the schedule that I signed and the probation officer signed, Brandy Ashwood. So it's he's trying to troubleshoot it, trying to figure out what happened in the system, how it possibly triggered that I had made an unauthorized departure. But for me, it's more about the idea that do we have a person, an individual who's monitoring me or in charge of oversight on me as an individual who doesn't know what the hell's going on? I mean, he's calling me to tell me that there's an unauthorized departure and confronting me about it prior to even consulting the schedule to see if in fact there's an unauthorized departure. So I mean, if that's not a perfect example of what I've been trying to get across, what I've been dealing with these people, I mean, it's not the hugest thing, but I mean, come on, let's just be professional. Let's be on top of things. Let's not call a person and make accusations that they've made unauthorized departures, having not first done your due diligence and actually check the schedule to see if in fact it's an unauthorized departure. That's what's frustrating for me. It's just the hey, let's jump on you first and call your wife, get everybody stirred up, like there's an issue, some kind of a problem. But again, nobody bothers to check on the schedule first before doing that. Like it's just very consistent with what I've dealt with in many different facets. Some quite serious, far more serious than this is, and it just goes to the frustration, the level of frustration that I've had dealing with the United States Probation Office here in Eugene, going back to pretrial services. It was there that my lawyer told me it was the first time he ever saw this happen. I had 14 objections to the PSI. They all were revolving around an individual named Lisa Brown. The United States government, the U.S. Attorney's Office, Prosecutor Tony Arvin, stipulated to every single one of my objections, did not contest a single one of them. and they were very aggressive in nature and in language. I was basically accusing her of falsifying the report and lying to the court, and he stipulated to all of it. So that was my first encounter with the probation in Eugene, and I was glad to have the government was fair and honest and stipulated to what was legitimately a concern. I had documented it very well, and it was not debatable. I mean, it just wasn't. And so here I am again, 3 years, 4 years removed from this now, dealing with this same thing. I'm getting phone calls about why I've left on Monday between 9 and 10 a.m. approximately, when, as you can see, I'm clearly authorized to leave at that time. Again, calling my wife, calling me, sending text messages. This is just not professionalism. This is not having your I's dotted, your T's crossed. This is not the left hand knowing what the right hand's doing. I don't know what other types of clever ways to explain it here, but this is just not correct. And with this type of inaccuracy and this type of oversights and things, it just lends to my argument when it comes to reporting information to the judge. Truthfulness, honesty, just, I don't know. It's very frustrating to have to live with this kind of thing. I'm going to cut it short. I don't want to go into a long rant here. It's just very, very frustrating to have to live with this kind of restricted liberty, this kind of unfair and unjustified sentence, and then still being accused of doing things wrong. I haven't done anything wrong. Par for the course for these guys. Really, really par for the course.